Well, closing in on the second to last night we'll have here in Northeast Maryland. That's a pretty sunset. That's a good one. To say, as you saw earlier, that we have upgraded anchors is an understatement. Picked up this CQR 35-pound off of Facebook Marketplace earlier today, as Lisa mentioned earlier in the video, and much happier with what we had. I don't know. This is probably a 15. I don't know. It's not much, but man, and it's held us in some really interesting places, but I need to feel comfortable. So, previous we had, maybe 5 feet of chain. Now we have upgraded to 40 feet of 5/16 G4 grade galvanized. So not the best stuff in the world, but certainly good enough for this thing. The anchor the guy I picked this anchor up off of, he ran it on a 38-foot trawler. So this is definitely a step up in the right direction for us. And holding pretty much in anywhere we're going to be for the next couple months. So now I got to try to get it fit up there in that little anchor locker. And that's going to be an interesting endeavor. That's for sure. Probably have to get Lisa to help me out with that. But yeah, we're getting wrapped up here. We got a couple small projects left to do. Got him out dishy. He's going to go back here on my rail behind the fenders. And then also got a outboard mount. That's going to go on the rail as well. Need to move the generator forward and get that covered up in front of the mast. That's going to kind of reposition that a little bit. We got to fill up all those diesel tanks. And I need to drill a hole for wires for Dishy and our solar, so we're no longer tripping over that. And man, that's really about it. We're getting to the final things. I got rid of the gummy plugs yesterday, so that's awesome. I'm so happy to be done with that project, and the boat starts like a dream now. So if you've got a Catalina 30 and you still have those gummy plugs, shame on you. Get rid of them. It's not as daunting as it looks. So anyway, we're getting close. We're leaving here Saturday, high tide. It's gonna roll in like 1:30. We're out of here at noon, 12:30, and we're gonna get going and get some warmer weather. So yeah, a little bit of a brief update here tonight, but we will. You'll catch us with a couple of these wrap-up projects before we get rolling. By the way, Starlink, mini approve. Well, it was supposed to be departure day today, but we're in the car. Not for a bad reason though. It was extremely windy, about 15 knots higher than forecast. So we stuck around another tide cycle, and we're gonna leave about 1 a.m. or so, which just puts us about 12 hours behind. There's a little bit of a weather window now that we're kind of pinched in, but we'll sort that out once we get to Solomon's and that area. But everything else is done, I would say. I think we're pretty much wrapped up.
Right.
Boat's in much better shape than it was 24 hours ago.
Oh yeah. Vision's much better shape than 24 hours ago.
Yeah, lots of groceries. We're really stocked for 2 weeks of not touching land again, which is not going to happen, but that's what we're stocked for.
Right.
Dinghy's put up, motors mounted.
Water tanks are filled. Jugs are filled.
Yeah. We've got enough diesel to run for days on end. We've got enough oil change on generators done. So a lot of stuff done. I left you in the dark last night installing that Blue Sea cable clamp. Well, it got too dark to film, but just know it's installed and good to go. Wires are ran. Solar's hooked back up. That's so nice not to trip over that anymore in a companionway.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's really since the first time since May or June that we've not tripped over those cables.
I have to worry about the dog ripping it out.
Yeah. So, really good shape. I need to rerun the Starlink cable. That's mounted as well. We're about as good as we're gonna get, I think. So we're gonna leave here. We're gonna make one more quick run for some things that we just kind of last minute stuff we don't have to have, but are niceties. Refill one diesel can and go take a nap because 1 a.m. is gonna come mighty early. Real. Walmart the weekend before Thanksgiving may have been a mistake.
What?
Last load on the way to the boat.
As you can see, it's dark. It's like 1:47 in the morning here in Northeast Maryland. We got the motor running. Shore power's unplugged, which you can't really see, but we are about to get this shindig going. Sean took the dog to go to the bathroom real quick one last time before we get going to Annapolis, because it's going to be about a good 10 to 12 hour run today, so make sure she gets her business done before we head out. Not too bad. Little brisk this morning, but water's calm compared to yesterday. It's going to be a good morning. We're finally rolling out of here.
Good morning from a 30-degree Chesapeake morning here on the Begul Bee. More importantly, a moving Begul Bee. Cooking right along here on our way to Annapolis this morning. We left at the high tide, or just right at slack tide out of the Northeast River, out of Hances Point. The sun is just starting to come up. Hopefully going to bring some warmth in here. Going to be in Annapolis here about 1 o'clock this afternoon. That'll be nice. Going to go down, take a nap, then go into town. And we're on our way to Solomon's Island tomorrow. It'll be another fun run. But man, there's something about kind of coming through the night being cold and it being windy and hanging in there and watching the sunrise come up, knowing you're going to be somewhere just in time for an afternoon nap. We're on our way, folks. We're heading to the ICW. I'm really excited. I've been staring at this same bridge for about 6 hours. I swear they keep moving it. Chesapeake Bay Bridge, about to go under. Super excited for this one. This kind of marks the journey, I feel like. Went and had a little appetizer here in Annapolis. Didn't have a ton of time to walk around town. A little bit of a long day. Sidekick and mini sidekick over there. We're walking back to the dinghy dock. Heading back to the Begul Bee. Get ready to plan out what tomorrow looks like. Probably another 10, 12 hour day to Solomon's Island.
What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but I'll see it.
Goose! They were goose.
Dangerous times, don't fly too high.